Do you want to simplify your options trading? Do you want your technical analysis to be quick and easy? If so, then you need to know these two options charting indicators. The first one is called Bollinger Bands, and here's how to turn them on inside of TradingView on the super chart. Go up to indicators, in the magic search bar, type in Bollinger, and you can go down to Bollinger Bands right there. Boom. Now we've got three lines, a red, a blue, and a green, which is an upper, a middle, and a lower band. We want to go into the gear icon right here, take off the basis or the middle, and change the upper and the lower to the same color. I like to use like a lighter blue for my Bollinger Bands. And what these Bollinger Bands represent is a standard deviation, which is a mathematical term that you don't really need to know, but what you need to know is this. These two bands, the upper band up here and the lower band down here, 95% of the time, the stock price or the candlesticks that you see here on the screen are going to stay in between these bands 95% of the time based on mathematical statistics. Which means if you see the price of a stock bounce above, like it did right here, above the band, there is a high probability that it's going to then drop back down below the bands. And yes, the bands do kind of move and they stretch over time, but there's a statistical probability that this is going to come back down into the area in between the upper and the lower band. So when I see a stock pop from here up to here and go outside of the bands again, it tells me there's potential for this stock to then float lower in the coming days, which means I should be taking a bearish position on my trades. If I want to do that, I could sell a covered call or I could buy a potential put. On the flip side, if I see the stock price come back down here and break through those bands like it did right there, again on a daily chart like that, I have a pretty good idea of where the stock is going to go. It could keep floating lower, but statistically, again, it's outside the band. So I'm thinking it's probably going to pop up in this direction, which means I'm going to either probably sell a put or buy a call and go bullish for a short-term kind of swing type trade. Looking for these outliers, as we like to call them, on the chart is quick and easy. And remember, the big thing here is that 95% of the time, the stock price is going to stay in between these Bollinger Band lines, the upper and lower bands. And the second indicator that you need to know is called RSI, or Relative Strength Index. Here's how to find it and turn it on inside a TradingView superchart. Up to indicators right here, just like before. We're going to go in here and go RSI, and Relative Strength Index is right there. Click that on. Now it's showing up in our chart down below. I like to make it a little bit tighter over here on the right-hand side. Just pull that down. And then over here in the settings area, I like to go and just take that yellow line off, which is the style guide. And I take the RSI based moving average off because I don't really feel like I need that. And in the inputs, I like to change it from 14 to 20 because 20 represents 1 month of trading. And so two things we can look at with RSI. The first one is this top line up here, which represents 70 on our RSI indicator. It's momentum indicator, which means if we get above this 70 or pretty close to it, like we are right there, it means that the stock could be a little bit overbought, which could bring on some selling to bring the stock price a bit further down. Not always, but sometimes this does happen, and it's a good one to kind of quickly scan for on your chart. You can see here, this kind of coincides with this area right here. And after that, we kind of had some momentum losing when the RSI was close to being overbought, and we ended up fading down here below a little bit later on. And if this was a scenario where the stock price is going up and you see the RSI getting maybe a bit extended or even above this line, that could be a good indicator to you to potentially, again, sell some covered calls, buy some puts, try to position yourself for a bearish pullback along the way. And on the other end of the spectrum down here, we have this 30 level down at the bottom with the dashed line. And if it gets down below here, it could indicate an area where it's been oversold and it may be flipping momentum to kind of start taking a move higher, in which case you can see here, this kind of coincides with this kind of drop down to the bottom, and it sold off and started to make kind of a nice rally higher moving into the next few trading weeks. If we scan back a bit further in time, we can see another example of this just over here, where it kind of touched these areas a couple times. When this happened and when this happened, we kind of had these areas down below where it was getting really close to 30. It didn't actually break below 30 where it was to be super oversold, but it got pretty close to the point where it kind of bounced off and started moving a bit higher. And even the stock price did the same thing. So it could be an early indicator for you that momentum could be shifting, especially if it's getting down towards this 30 area. If it's doing that, you want to look for a bullish position where you're buying calls or selling puts. But always remember that indicators aren't always 100% accurate. So you have to take that into consideration when making your trades. Now you just got to find some stocks to trade options on to scan through stocks super quickly, super easily here on TradingView. Check this out.